what do you think, King?
I was looking at the 1.8 man, and I think that we can get it in there without modifying the engine bay any. So let's go ahead and take the car apart, and we'll take it to the media blaster, and then just take the shell back over to West Beaverton so they can do their thing.
Okay.
Now let's finish up the interior, take the glass out. When we're taking this old glass out, sometimes, you know, depending on how much the car has been sitting in the sun or whatever, it's real easy to lose a window, and if it's not a windshield, a window will just explode into thousands of pieces. So we always try and be a little bit careful, especially on the older cars, because they're more prone to do it just because the glass is older. It's aged a lot more. So hopefully we'll get lucky and won't have any problems like that. But if we do blow one up, hopefully nobody gets hurt. Be really careful, Porter. Let me work this seal a little bit more on the inside. Give me the silicone, and I just don't want to give like one major friction point because it will pop if we do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easier if it kind of spreads out naturally and the glass naturally flexes versus having two really intense flex points. If I can get the seal to start to walk underneath the body welting, we'll be in good shape. There we go. There we go. Okay, now don't force it. So we'll just get that seal up underneath there, and then it'll just walk right out. It's all you. I'll come help you lift it out.
It's pretty solid down here at the bottom.
Just need to lift it up. Heavy pieces in this.
Yeah.
So there. With the window out, we were able to poke around again inside here. The bottom of a window frame is typically where you'll get a lot of rust, and again, we're real lucky with this car. Other than that, the sunroof damage and there's some damage in the floor. This is real solid in here, so that makes a good shell, makes this a good base project, which is always nice to build on. So real happy with this. Happy with the way that came out. There's not a lot of rot in there. It makes me feel good. It's always fun finding what the kids leave in the cars. Shit, that's older than I am. We're not even going to try and save the bags. Sometimes we'll save the bags, but we usually just re-bag them anyways. By bags, I just mean this vapor barrier on the door. When we take these down to the sandblaster, we'll have them sandblast the back side of the door as well. That way when they go to paint the car, they'll be able to paint our new color deeper into the door to where we have a nice rolled in edge to where it doesn't look like it's taped off here. It gives us a real crappy looking edge. The paint will actually be flowed into here, so we get really nice factory looking edges whenever it's all redone. That'll be good. It's the details that count. Take the wing windows out, and it's probably a lot like the Rabbit. You got a screw here and a screw here. This will pull out. This will relieve this frame, then this piece will be able to come out. Yours is good, mine's ready to go junk, and then we'll take the outside frame out. That's how it works. Sometimes you get lucky. It's more complicated than that, too. There you go.
What do you think about taking off the doors first instead of doing the dash? That way it'll be easier to pull it out.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's do that then. Loosen the tops and pull the bottoms, and we'll have to double team the doors.
So you want me to hold this something while you're...
Yeah, hold on. Let me get ready to take it off so it doesn't fall in my lap. Is it heavy?
Not too bad.
Is there any bolts under the hood?
No, it's all interior.
I see it as a spring, but
I'm gonna look at that.
I think it comes with it. What, it just miraculously comes out now? Didn't do anything. I didn't do anything! Oh, there was screws, man. Through the body. Porter? It's a good thing we're throwing the stash away.
Told you.
You told me shit. just killed a perfectly good dash. Well, that's a piece of shit anyways. There's no reference to the 2 bolts that go through the firewall?
Oh yeah. Remove the 2 dashboard mounting nuts that are below the cowl and
what I
water
thought.
trap.
So let's just get all of our stuff off the floor and... At least it doesn't stink. Worse than usual anyways. A little bit tighter.
Yeah, it's not it.
That fucking thing.
I think it'll be good if we
Close the
we
death
just
lid.
tug at the same time.
Close the death lid. Push it back in so it's not tweaking on my side. Let's see how we have it. No choice. Taillight's been sealed up a time or two. Probably figured that was the source of the leak. I put one on my yellow sunroof.
Yeah, they caked it up pretty good
Yeah, they
back
did.
here.
Well, none of the rust on the car is definitely as bad as the sunroof and that lower rocker panel on the one side. All the rest of it ain't that bad. You want to go over the car?
Sure.
We should disconnect the battery now.
Alright.
That's probably the first thing we should have done, but well.
Great plan.
What? You even took the fucking battery out. Good for you.
I don't know, what are we doing here?
The floor is yours. Well, let's get the engine out of here, Porter.
Sounds good, we'll disconnect everything.
Unattach everything that's connected to the engine. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go for the intake boot here and try to get rid of this air box right here.
Cool. I'll pull the radiator and start draining the coolant and the oil.
Sounds good.
And then we'll put it in the rack and disconnect the suspension and stuff, and we'll dump it out of there. Cool.
Good plan.
Did I tell you there was an all aluminum grill that came on these for the first 2 years? What do you think, Porter? Should we save this and try and reuse it? We're taking out an engine like this. The best thing to do is just to unhook anything that stays connected to the actual car itself, and then everything that's internal or self-contained on the engine we'll just leave on, and then we'll drop the engine out with the subframe, and then we'll take the engine off the subframe, put the subframe back in the car so we can still roll it around. That makes it a lot easier to drop the engine out and less work. Just overall, none of the stuff's getting used over again, so you know, if we cut a wire or something, it really doesn't matter in this case. If we're putting something back in, then we got to be a little bit more careful with it. Let's see. Bam. Just like that.
It's ready to go.
It's definitely ready to go, man. We'll wrap it up in the morning.
Sounds good.
Cool. I'm gonna get out of here.
About there?
Yeah, I want to chain it up and then we'll take it further.
you're lifting the battery tray now. When look at it though, when it's coming down,
Yeah.
it's just sinking into it.
Correctly this way, we'll be okay. That's what we need to do. We need to go kind of down and out so we can clear the front. Keep going.
All right, now you try pushing the motor back.
There we go. Okay. So now we can go up with the car, right? Are you clear?
You're gonna have to lift like how high?
How high?
Another foot.
No, that's fine.
Everything's
Ready?
straight.
1, 2, 3.
I'll probably even pull the accessory pulley. Would have made it come out a lot easier.
Yeah, a couple things would have taken about like
That took
5
40 minutes to take the motor out. But it's out. That's all that matters.
So I should don't have a phone number. Alright. Well, that's cool.
Oh, you need to lift that side up higher, Rob. It's like...
Pinched it.
There we go.
Alright. This should sit on there really nice because of the design of that wheel pan. Or it might tip real bad.
Alright. Left, this back, 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 up.
I'm going to re-engage the ball joint, so we're going to go ahead and take it out like this and just re-hook it up later. Snug yours up.
How'd you get the tie rod to stay still?
I just threaded that nut loosely, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about the axles either. We're not going to fiddle fun around if it's getting the bearings anyways. Well, I say we call it a day with that. What? Alright. See what we got. Oh yeah.
So what do we have left to do on this Dean?
We need to pull the front fenders off, pull the windshield out, pull the wiper motor out, pull the brake booster off, maybe remove those brackets that we're not going to use in the engine bay, take the front bumper off, the lights off, take it with a sandblaster and start sandblasting it. Yeah, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would take, that's for sure. Yeah, we got some heated dialogue there. So you want to take the fenders and shit over to the sandblaster?